Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today guys I wanted to talk about Dragon Ball Super and the fact that it is ending here in just 4 weeks from me posting this video right here on my channel. And just wanted to give you guys some thoughts on this. As you saw the title of the video, I just wanted to discuss Dragon Ball Super ending. Obviously not the ending itself. I haven't looked at necessarily the spoilers of anything other than the fact that I know what happens, or not know what happens, but have seen what is going to happen in episode 129. So before we get any further into this video, I just want to go ahead and note, I think it's pretty obvious, but if you do not want to know any spoilers of anything past the dub, or you haven't caught up all the way when Dragon Ball Super and you aren't caught up to episode 128, you should probably click off right now. Save yourself some spoilers and all that, because today, guys, to be able to talk about the ending, or not the ending, but Dragon Ball Super ending, I'm going to discuss a lot of the different episodes in the show, a lot of the different arcs, all of that. So go ahead, click off now. All right, now that all of those guys are gone, guys, let's talk about Dragon Ball Super ending. It ends on March 25th, that fateful Sunday morning over in Japan. Of course, it'll be Saturday night for me, and then whatever it might be for you, wherever you are in this world. But Dragon Ball Super is ending, guys. Something I'm actually moderately sad about. So let's get that out of the way. I, for one, have enjoyed, for the most part, Dragon Ball Super. Now, am I going to sit here and say it's been the best thing ever? At times, no. At other times, actually kind of yes. That is one other thing too I want to go ahead and get out of the way here. If you're someone that hates Dragon Ball Super, you're probably not going to enjoy this video, because I'm going to probably talk up Dragon Ball Super quite a bit, because if I'm going to be honest here, I, for the most part, have just rode that Dragon Ball Super hype train as much as possible. I mean, when there are times that I kind of sort of disagree with what is going on, or, I'm not the biggest fan of something they're doing in an arc, I will definitely say that I haven't talked much on the channel. Matter of fact, the last time that I talked about Dragon Ball Super on my channel was like fall of 2016, whenever the Goku Black / Future Trunks arc ended. So it's actually been a pretty good minute. So if you're newish to the channel, you probably haven't even seen me talk about Dragon Ball Super here, outside of course, including it into the normal scheduled content on when I'm doing Dragon Ball games. If you're new to the channel, by the way, you haven't done so yet, consider going down there, subscribing, joining the hashtag NanoFam today. But we mostly do Dragon Ball gaming content, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, fighters. We've done some fighters recently. We're gonna get back to that soon, and then we've done some Xenoverse. Probably get back to that soon because of the hypeness that's coming out of part of this new extra pack 2, which I'm incredibly excited about. Back to Dragon Ball Super ending. So I haven't talked about it since the end of the Future Trunks / Goku Black arc, and something I really wanted to do but I just never got back to. And since we had a bit of a hiatus this weekend and we had no new episode, I was like, you know what? Right now, I would normally be watching Dragon Ball Super episodes. So instead of, obviously doing that, I now have a little bit extra time. Let's talk Dragon Ball Super and the fact that it is ending during one of the most hype parts of the whole show. Like, are you kidding me? All this buildup from the very beginning of Dragon Ball Super, I feel like has been leading to this survival arc and leading to this friggin' moment between Goku and Jiren. It is literally killing me knowing that they are somehow going to wrap up this whole series and 3 more episodes. Now, something I've seen in my comment section a lot is that there's a lot of people that for some reason still believe this is hiatus. No, they have came out, they have said, like, Dragon Ball Super, the series itself, is officially ending on the 25th of March. There are 3 episodes left. We get one next week, and then I think another week break, and then we get 2 episodes back to back in 2 straight weeks. So literally in 4 weeks, no more Dragon Ball Super, which is an incredibly sad thing to think about, that on my Saturday nights where I would normally be watching Dragon Ball Super when it goes live, or if I can't watch it Saturday night, Sunday night during cardio at the gym, I watch Dragon Ball Super. It's freaking hype. I'm sitting there like running along, watching crazy hype stuff, especially here recently. The last like 20 episodes of Super has been absolutely insane. So I'm sitting there running on my treadmill, and I'm just like, dude, and like I'm like pumping it up. I'm like even going faster because I'm like, this episode is awesome. I'm gonna run even faster, and this is great. To just nothing. Like, what am I gonna watch now? Like, I don't watch much TV. Like, most of my entertainment consumption is either on Twitch or either here on YouTube. So, like, as far as like a normal constructed episode of a series, Dragon Ball was about it for me. I would occasionally, get over here into My Hero Academia and of course Attack on Titan, stuff like that. But for the most part, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch TV, so I'm gonna stray too far away from about those 3 series right now. So Dragon Ball Super ending kind of sucks. Now, back to actually discussing the ending. As you can already tell, I've enjoyed Dragon Ball Super for the most part. I definitely don't want it to end. For me, the way I see this right now would be like if we went back to Z. Like, let's say all of us are experiencing Z right now for the first time, and we just made it through the Saiyan saga, we just made it through the Namek saga, and we're right now towards the end of the Frieza saga. Literally, Goku and Frieza are fighting, and in 3 episodes, that's going to end. He's going to finish Frieza, whatever, and that's going to be it. That's where Z ends. So to me, the way I'm viewing Super right now is it had a rocky start. I actually just recently found out the reason why the animation was so bad during the first 2 arcs was because they pulled some of their main animators off of Super, even though the series was beginning, which that's your like first impression on people, and you take away the main animators to go work on another IP, which I believe was a One Piece movie, which is all fine and dandy, but just postpone your first 20-something episodes of Super and do them after you have your main animators back from the One Piece movie. That made no sense to me. When I found that out, I was like, why? Why would you do that? Back to Super. So we had the rocky start. Then Universe 6 versus Universe 7 was pretty hype. Matter of fact, I actually questioned, I was like, well, I'm gonna watch Super because I just want to be with these characters. But like, I questioned just even waiting for the Universe 6 versus 7 arc to be done and then binging it. But then I was like, no, because I don't want to get it spoiled. So of course I kept up with it. Universe 6 versus Universe 7 offers some incredibly hype moments, some incredibly awesome moments, meeting Kabe, getting to learn about Planet Sadala and everything else, and there's other Saiyans and all this mirror stuff. And I was like, that is so cool, right? And then move past that, we get to the Goku Black arc, which has some of my favorite Dragon Ball moments to date. I'm including Dragon Ball, I'm including Z, I'm including all of that. It has some very awesome moments. A very, very awesome villain in my opinion. Goku Black is an incredible villain. Am I gonna put him over some of the Z villains? No, probably not. And I feel like a little bit of that is nostalgia. Still, an awesome villain. And then you get into the Universal Survival arc after some filler, of course. If you've watched Super and you're not worried about spoilers, you know I don't have to go into full detail of that. But to get to the Universal Survival arc, and it even had kind of a rocky-ish start. I mean, there were some good moments, but I feel like since like around whenever Roshi got out, around that time until now has been hype, has literally been so good, especially 109 and 110. I feel like a lot of people that maybe even hadn't been keeping up with Super came back to Super and was like, okay, I gotta see what's going on. Goku has a new form, what's going on? And then I even have a friend that came back for that and then was like, all right, never mind, I'm gonna binge watch all the way up to I think he got ready to go for like when 111 came back the next week, and I was like, you are crazy right now, but awesome. Like that is so cool. Like that's the thing. Dragon Ball as a whole, not just Super, as a whole, is at its absolute highest popularity it's probably ever been. You've got the people like me who grew up with it being brought over via Toonami and stuff like that and dubbed, that grew up like this. You have of course probably people who imported it or whatever, and then now you bring in a whole nother crowd to join them that just come along from Kai or watched Abridged or whatever, and we're all joined here together as this huge and large community. Dragon Ball is at literally its peak right now, and then you just end this series? Are you kidding me? Why? Why all this buildup? Why all this hype to just end it right there? I mean, we're getting that prequel type movie later this year, which of course I'm sure they're taking all their main animators off to go and work on this movie, so that way this movie is like A1. And after seeing Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Those movies are some of the most beautifully animated films I think I've ever seen. So I'm very excited about that. I hate that Super is ending. Now, we know that we're gonna get a new anime. I mean, it's Dragon Ball. It's way too popular. It's literally a cash cow for them right now. It's literally just printing money for them. Like, no way are they not gonna bring Dragon Ball back, but it's like to have to wait a year or 2 years, whatever it takes them to get started up on a new Dragon Ball series. I don't wanna wait that long. Are you kidding me? No, not after just getting to this part right now with Jiren and everything else. That's the thing too. I haven't read the titles for the last 2 episodes have been, or the placeholder titles anyway, have been leaked or whatever. And I started to read them. I was like, no. I was like, no, stop. I don't want to know this. Everything is always spoiled anyway, especially being, you know, who I am with Dragon Ball and following all these Dragon Ball people and being subbed to all these Dragon Ball people on YouTube. It's like, it's pretty difficult, especially if I go live somewhere or like I read a comment. It's pretty difficult to not see spoilers and people read spoilers, stuff like that. I'm gonna try my best not to get spoiled. Now that I've said that, someone's going to down in the comment section right now and put a title. I know you're gonna do it. Anyway, I just didn't want to spoil myself for that. We've already seen they already spoiled the episodes at the end of the episodes anyway. Like, we already know Mastered UI is happening next week. I didn't want to spoil the very last bit of it. So to me, trying to think of how they're going to end all of this in 3 episodes, literally end it. Like, not just like, oh, we're taking a break, or oh, what is this? No, like, you're going to end the Jiren fight and you're going to end an entire 131 episode series in 3 episodes with where we're at right now. Are you kidding me? How? Obviously they are. We know they are. So I guess I will wait. We'll find out. Like, you guys, overall, no, I'm not happy Dragon Ball Super is ending. My thoughts on Dragon Ball Super is why? Like, literally, that's it. Like, my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super ending is Why? So I guess we'll have to wait. We'll have to see how they end the series. I, again, have personally had my own issues with it here and there, but for the most part, I've rode the Dragon Ball Super hype train. I figured why not? I'm getting to spend time with these characters I grew up with and loved, watching and getting into fights, do it again. Like, I really have not too many complaints there, especially since I personally think Ultra Instinct Goku is one of the coolest looking forms they've ever done. It's so clean. It's so very well just designed. I love it. I'm ready to see Mastered UI Goku better than, of course, seeing him. We've seen him in the Xenoverse 2 extra DLC pack 2, but I'm ready to see him fully animated, not just that zoomed in shot of his face. I'm ready to see him in action and see what he can do next week. I think it's going to look very cool, but I did kind of like sort of just the black hair, very simple looking with the cool aura around him. Not Master, but Ultra Instinct Goku. So I'm excited to see Super Saiyan Blanca, I believe is what he's been called for all these ages of the sort of fan fiction type Goku Super Saiyan form. But either way, guys, I'm not happy about Dragon Ball Super ending. I definitely hear back from you guys down below. I want to see what you guys have to say about it as well. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Dragon Ball Super. I know there's a lot of people that obviously do. It gets watched millions of times each week. There's no way that you're just sitting there forcing yourself to watch an episode of something that you're not at least somewhat enjoying. So I imagine there's a lot of you out there that still enjoy it as well. So I'd love to hear back from you guys down below in the comment section, as well as I said a little bit earlier in the video, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button, joining the hashtag NanoFam today. Consider slapping a like onto this video if you enjoyed something a little bit different. Again, no Super episode tonight, so I was just like, you know what? Let's talk Dragon Ball Super on the channel. We haven't done it in a good minute. I've been thoroughly enjoying the last like 20 of 25 episodes of Super, like a lot. I've had really no issues with the last like 25 episodes. I mean, well, I won't get into it. We're gonna save it for another day. I do want to come back once it actually ends and talk a full review of everything. Actually go more in depth with everything. Maybe bring someone in with me to talk the whole Dragon Ball Super series as a whole and review it. I think that'd be kind of fun. So if that's something you also want to see, consider slapping a like on it. Consider let me know down below. All those things. Look forward to hearing back from you guys down in the comment section. Otherwise, guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix signing off, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.